This is going to progress the arm into shoulder extension and also trying to improve this reaching behind the back motion for someone with any kind of shoulder pain or stiffness. So we're going to go through a progression that initially stretches or loosens the pec, and then we're going to come back towards the hips to work with a pec stretch along with some internal rotation of the shoulder. So it's a great way to try and minimize the excessive forward tilt of the scapular or elevation of the shoulder, which can happen a lot easier when the arm has the freedom to guide the motion. So instead of me reaching back with my hand's going to be still, and I'm going to be pulling my hips and body away, which you'll see. So as I lie down here, I start with hands at the sides, palms up is ideal, and I want the person to bend their knees as much as comfortable, little tension in the stomach, and they'll raise up into a bridge. And once they get up here, they're going to have the floor touching the back of their hand, and they're going to press down and back, squeezing their shoulders into a little bit of retraction and scapular depression, holding 3 to 5 seconds, coming back down, and then letting their elbows bend to give them a break in between. So it's going to be arms straighten, tension in the stomach, press up through the heels, keeping your lower back nice and flat, not going into a big arch, and pressing your arms down and back into the floor 3 to 5 seconds and back out of it. Now if that's too uncomfortable, propping them up on a small towel roll is going to be a little less tension on the front of the shoulder to start, so they may even start here with something up underneath their arm. And then as that's going well, with or without the pad as needed, they're going to progress further out to the side. Same idea. It's going to be, they'll have the floor here. It won't be a table like this. Knees bent, tension in the stomach. They're going to raise up, pressing through the heels, and then once again, kind of pressing back and down into the floor, trying to feel tension down into more of the back side of their armpit, sucking the shoulder down and back against the floor. Once they start getting close to that 90-degree position, now from here, I feel like I've gotten them loose enough in their pec that I can start progressing the pec with internal rotation. So now I'm going to start coming back towards the hips, and I'm going to flip my palms over. So I'm going to start to move into some internal rotation. Same concept though. Same tension in the stomach, pressure through the heels, and I'm still pressing down and back, but now I'm getting some pec tension with some shoulder internal rotation. And then once they're doing well here, they're going to start taking their hands closer to their hips. Same idea, tension in the stomach, through the heels, down and back pressure. As they start to bring their hands underneath them, that shoulder is going to want to pop up off the table. They have to still be able to pull it down. So if they can't pull it down, then they have to go wider, or they have to work back up with these positions first. And then as they're feeling comfortable here, they're trying to get their hands gradually closer to each other underneath to where they can hands flat or even clasp their hands together. So here I can do the same back and down squeeze, pulling my hips away from my hands, working into shoulder extension. And then if I'm working with this hand, my left hand, or my left shoulder, I'm gradually, once I can get to here, trying to take that hand and slide it across towards my opposite hip. I may use my right hand just to hold it down against the table. Once again, that same down and back squeeze. And then once that's going okay, I'm starting to bring that hand up above my hip, more towards my top of my pelvis. But I'm always trying to keep that hand fixed against the floor so that that's as an anchor pulling it away from my body as my hips raise up towards the ceiling. So pec first, and then pec combined with internal rotation.